Hey everybody, welcome to Module 4. So we have slowly gone through most of the areas of development. So Module 4 will be talking about observing and assessing this development. We'll be spending this first week talking about why we observe young children and the importance of documenting their growth. Pay special attention to the difference between objective observation and subjective observation. We'll be talking about that during our Zoom meeting this week. This week you also have a discussion question due and a two-part resource collection. I believe this might be our first or second resource collection. We are asking for a blank copy of an incident or accident form and an emergency contact form. This is something that's required by licensing to have on hand at your center and also filled out for every single child. I know most of you either aren't working in a center because it's summertime or are transitioning from one center to another. So this is something that you can Google and just come up with a blank template. No need to write fake names in there or anything. They can be completely blank to put into your portfolio, but just submit them online in Canvas. So if it's something that you are borrowing from your center, you could snap a photo and email that photo or submit that photo into Canvas. If it's something that you're Googling, you could save it as a Word document or a PDF. I always accept Google Doc items. But if you're having trouble figuring out how to turn this in, because I know my in-class students tend to turn this in as like a hard copy. If you're having trouble figuring that out, just shoot me an email. But just an image, like literally a photo from your phone or your iPad will work as well. But you will need a hard copy for your portfolio. What else was I heading towards? Oh, you also have a weekly lesson plan due. This is the first time that we're doing a weekly lesson plan. If you're working in a center and they're already doing this, you can just borrow one from a teacher and maybe change some things or keep it the way it is. There's also a template included in the assignment for you to fill out. One thing to keep in mind is that the template asks for how you will accommodate for children with special needs or unique needs. You need to have at least a couple of ideas for how you will accommodate for those students. And the answer to that question is not they'll do a different activity. The answer to that question is how to make it so they can participate to the fullest extent. So like, let's say you're doing a finger painting activity, and you know that one of the special needs in your classroom is that you have a child who is kind of sensory resistant. You know that they are not going to want to stick their fingers in a finger paint activity. The answer to how you will accommodate them is not, oh, they can do books while we do this activity. The answer to that question is, I'll offer them gloves to wear so they can still put their hands in the paint but not get messy. Or a further extension from that would be maybe I'll offer them a paintbrush so that they can use a paintbrush versus their fingers, but they would still be with the children participating to the most that they could in that activity. If you have questions there, please shoot me an email. This is not something that we really go over in class that much, but it's something I'm passionate about, so I'm always happy to answer questions. Let's see, did that hit everything? Objective, subjective? I think it does. I did include example competency statements from here on out, so I hope that you were able to see the example for competency 3, but we still have 4 and 5 as well, and I put examples in there for you. Let me know if anything like that comes up again, and I'm happy to provide those for you. Otherwise, I will see you all on Wednesday, and I hope you have a great week.